Hi everybody. Sorry I'm a little late. I got crazy for about 5 minutes there. Okay. YNR was okay for Tuesday. Kyle proposed to Claire, right? And Claire said, "Let me think about it," because um, she said the more he kept talking, the more he put his foot in his mouth, and she kept asking questions like, "So, are you trying to propose to me to get back in my good graces?" And he's like, "No." And then, and then she says, and then he says, "Well, I was just trying to show that Audra was going to go to any lengths to get what she wants, and she was going to go to the edge." And we almost I don't know, I thought she was going to sleep with me or something like that, right? And so at that point Claire says, "What, you sleep together?" And then he's like, "No." And then I'm like, I wanted to like talk to him in the screen and like, dude, just shut up, just don't say anything else. He could have just went with well, although the timing was bad. And I did kind of mention it before, like yesterday. I think I did. I said, "Oh, this is kind of fast." And I said, "I don't know if he's gonna do it today because she just said take your time." And then I said, "Oh, he's gonna do it." And then I said, "Oh, this is not gonna turn out." And then today I was like, "Oh, this is not gonna turn out good." Um, Yeah, because the more he spoke, the more he just kept saying stuff that he shouldn't say. And then, but she said, "Let me think about it." So it wasn't a hard no. It wasn't anything emphatic like, "I never want to marry you." So, I mean, they could still get engaged and married at some point, which I'm still hopeful for. But it really looks like they're trying to pair off Claire and Holden, though, because every time. But see, this is why I don't like it. And the only reason I don't like it, the only reason is because Claire sees Holden after some kind of devastation in her life. Okay. Um, Her father died. All the stuff with Kyle before she even knew anything. And then a missed proposal, basically. So, like, three major events, and he just happens to be there. Okay, so little sus there, little sus. Um, okay, so now and then she goes to Crimson Lights to get a cup of coffee. I know it's really late at night, but she wanted a cup of coffee, and so you know Esther is running it now. So she said, "Are you sure you want coffee?" She's like, "Yeah." And then she changes her mind. And then she says she wants to get drunk. And Holden says, "I didn't expect that from you." And she's like, "You want to join me?" And smiles. I'm like, okay. So it looks like they're going to lead to, well, I hope this doesn't go this way, but like a drunken whatever. Maybe just a kiss, but like a drunken thing. And then Kyle can't really say anything because they're still dating technically, but she didn't say yes to the marriage proposal. So, and plus he almost slept with Audra. So really, if he tries to say anything like "How dare you," I mean, he really doesn't have a leg to stand on. So, yeah. Okay. In the other corner, we have Kane and Victor talking about something. Um, and then we have Phyllis. I don't know. Phyllis trying to play up how good her life is to Jack and Diane, which is really weird because for some reason, and I don't really understand why. And at this point, I don't really care. But apparently Diane pissed off Phyllis earlier, like years ago, about something, and they just haven't been able to forgive it, whatever. And it's like, oh, okay. So yeah, I don't know. Okay. Then we have, let's see, what else is going on today? Oh yeah, and somehow Amanda came to her defense. I don't know. I don't know. I um I'm gonna say this again, and I know I say it a lot, but it's true. Okay. Um, there are these characters on YNR. I don't know why they're there, because they don't do anything. Like Amanda. Um, okay, Amanda is the sister of Hillary, who died, and then they brought her back and put her in a new role. Okay, great, fine, whatever. Amanda's a lawyer. What she's a lawyer of, have no clue. I don't see her working a lot because she goes off to wherever and then she disappears for months at a time. And then she comes back for 2 days, 3 days, and then goes back for months at a time. So I'm like, why are you even there? Why? I don't know. There has to be a reason. I just haven't figured it out yet. So that was today's episode. So yeah, kind of lacking in the story department, but it is Tuesday. So like I always say, there's one day a week where there's almost nothing going on. Yeah. It happens to be it. All right. Bye everybody.